don't you lie, yeah.
Paintbrush dealer with the black and yellow diamond. Maybach coupe in the seats I recline. Fresh out of jail, I ain't know what I was signing. I was having drip before I knew about designer. Looking for the right one to fuck around and found her. Haters in the circle, had to get the fuck around her.
Hey yo, I whipped it with the left, I whipped it with the right. Whip. 3/4 me got the tank fight. Step door, get your yay right. I blow your brains out.
Obviously, as y'all can see, man, we inside of the Amex Lounge, aka the Centurion Lounge, I believe that's what they call it. And everything is free. You know what I mean? I want to talk to y'all about something that's very, very important today, man. And that's keeping your credit right. And the reason why I say that is because credit can get you in places where cash cannot. With that being said, an example is this lounge I'm in right now. This lounge that I'm in is, like I said, the Amex Lounge. You only can get in if you have either a platinum Amex card or the black card. Both have no limits. When I say no limit, meaning there is no limit on the amount of money that I can spend on my card. You know what I'm saying? But the difference between a regular credit card and an Amex card is that an Amex card is a charge card, meaning whatever you spend that month, it needs to be, the whole amount has to be paid before the month is out. So if I spend $50,000 on my Amex, I have to pay that back before the end of the month, you know? So it's a different type of level of trust. You know, with a regular credit card, you can pay over time. You can pay monthly. With Amex, I believe there's a way that you can, but the interest rate is so high that you would never want to do it. So with that being said, man, you have to be trusted by this organization. And the only way you get that type of trust is having good credit, you know. I wanted this card for years, so I had to really work on my credit, you know. Even when it comes to traveling, I get benefits. Like I'm in the airport right now, usually I have to go to Chick-fil-A, I have to buy food, cost $30, $40. But here, I got a free meal for free because it's included with the membership of the card that I have, you know. So you get different benefits as well. Like even the hotel that we're staying at in Miami that we're going to, I got a free valet. I get a free $200 to spend on the property at anything they have. You know, that's the life to live, man. Free $200 to spend on whatever I want. I have a free suite upgrade if I want a suite. It's a lot of things that you can get with credit. Even my Lamborghini Urus, right? The Lamb truck, I bought that with my business. The only way that I was able to do that was with having good credit, you know, and having good business credit, you know. So me, my real name, I didn't buy that. My business, LondonsWay, you know what I'm saying? My LLC bought that. So with that being said, man, you know, keep your credit right, pay your stuff on time, pay it before the due date. I'm gonna be giving y'all some more credit hacks later in the vlog or maybe on another segment in another vlog. But until then, man, I'm about to enjoy this food until we gotta get on this plane, and I'll see y'all in Miami. All right, y'all, man, I ain't flown. This is like my only second time flying since the new year has started. You know what I'm saying? The first flight was a quick flight from Houston to Dallas. But we're going to Miami. It's about a 2-hour flight. There's been a lot going on when it comes to airplanes right now. So I just want to go ahead and just say a quick prayer, man, for myself and for my bro behind the camera and for everybody on this plane so that we can get there safe. Dear God, I ask that you bless us as we get to Miami safely, Lord. And I also want to just ask you, Lord, like, if anybody who's watching right now is going through something, Lord, please calm their mind, Lord, and let them know that it's going to be okay. And for them to put all their problems into you, Lord, as you can fix anything. In the name of Jesus, amen. All right, y'all, let's get to Miami safe. Let's get it.
Lately, there's been an overload of things going on in my life and in my mind. So I decided to book a quick trip to Miami just for self-care and to free up of my brain. A lot of the times when I'm going through something, I try to brush it off and keep working, which is not always a bad thing, but sometimes it becomes overwhelming to the point where I need to put me and my brain and my mind first so I don't crash out.
All right, y'all, man, as you can see, man, we just got to the Yams. What I mean by the Yams, dogs, for y'all who don't know what that means, just got to Miami, man. As you can see from the background, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day in Miami, as usual, man. Every time I come to Miami, man, it just gives me peace. You know, Miami has become one of those places where I come to just really just vibe, man, get a peace of mind. you know, eat some good food, look at some beautiful women, you know, do some shopping and just vibe out here and really just get my mind right. And what better scenery than just being on top of a prestige hotel, looking at the ocean, man, looking at the views, looking at everything, man. This just gives me more motivation every time I come out here to actually want to get a crib out here and actually move out here. You know, I probably would never move out here permanently, but I definitely would get a spot out here, you know, just on some, you know, come here when I want to, come here when I want to see water, because unfortunately in Houston, we don't really have too much water. You know what I'm saying? We got like Galveston, you know, stuff like that, but it's not clear water like Miami, as you can see from behind me. But yeah, man, you know, it's been a lot going on right now, man, as far as just like on my mind, man. I've been having a lot on my mind, and I just needed an escape for a little minute. You know, I'm going to talk to y'all a little more about it later, but, you know, I feel like lately, y'all, I just want to be more transparent with y'all. I don't want to be Mr. Too Cool, Mr. Too, because that don't get me nowhere, man. I want to be transparent and just honest with y'all so that we could build like a real connection so y'all can feel like y'all can really relate to me, because yes, my life is together. Yes, I'm successful, but I go through things just like everybody else. I'm human at the end of the day. I'm not perfect, you know, and yeah, man, I just been going through some things, but I don't want to make this sound all sad and just depressing and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, I'm just out here just to enjoy myself, man. I feel like, man, whenever you going through something and you've been working, take some time for yourself, man, but make sure your priorities is in place before you do that. Don't just leave work just to go on vacation. Nah, make sure your priorities is good. Make sure you got the time off if you work. Or take some time off if you work. Make sure you just, you know what I'm saying, you got everything in order, man. So that when you come back to work, you all the way good and you ain't got to worry about trying to play catch up. You know, a lot of times, man, we get caught up in work, and we never want to do things for ourselves. And I'm one of those people that, like, a lot of the times I put work before my personal needs. You know what I'm saying? I put other people's needs before me, and that's not always healthy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times, bro, I pour into a lot of people, man. I give my energy to a lot of people, and not all the time, you know, I get that energy back, or people match my energy. People don't show the same love I show. What I've learned over time is, like, we can't expect ourselves in somebody else. We can't expect what we would do, somebody else will do, you know? And that's just how the game go, man. And that's what come with being in position. You know, certain things you got to accept. You got to accept, but that don't mean you got to go for that shit. You got to accept things, but that don't mean you got to continue going for that with that person or with the organization or with the company or with your friends, with your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, we control our destiny. You know what I'm saying? Life is about choices, so you live with what you going to choose, man. So, you know, choose the right decision today, man. I chose to put me first today. And that's what I'm going to be doing going forward, man. Putting me first always. And just making sure that this is always good. Because if this is not good, y'all, nothing else is going to be good. Because at that point, we just keeping it rolling. But we really suffering up here. And that's not good for nobody, man. So take that time for yourself like I'm taking this time for me. And I love y'all. And yeah, man. Let's get outside, man. Let's go walk around Miami or something. Let's get it.
I'll be watching your Gold Digger friends.
How long you been watching the videos, bro?
Probably for about like a year.
I appreciate your support, man. It mean a lot, bro.
Man, that's cracking me up.
Nice meeting you. I love bumping into the supporters, man. Like, that's another thing I want to tell y'all, man. Look, when y'all run into me, man, don't be scared to, like, say something, man, because at the end of the day, we all regular people, man. Some of us may have status. Some of us, you know, maybe quote-unquote famous or lit, but we're all just people at the end of the day. We all bleed the same, and I love talking to y'all. I'm never too good to talk to a supporter. I don't even call y'all fans. I call y'all supporters, and I call y'all family. Because without y'all, you got to think, none of this would be possible. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for you. For you right there that's watching, I wouldn't be here right now. So I love when I run into y'all. I love it. I love when y'all tell me. That's why I always ask everybody, hey, how long you been watching the videos? It does something for me, man. So if you run into me, like I said, man, tap in with your boy. That's what I'm gonna do for y'all, right? Yeah. I'm gonna buy y'all a whole box and I'm gonna let y'all keep everything. Bet. I'm gonna send y'all $100, bro. Appreciate you. Y'all boys keep grinding out here, man. Yeah. Yes, sir, man. Y'all be safe, man. Stay positive, bro. Yeah, y'all. It's there. Subscribe. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, man, support the youth, man. Support the youth, man. They ain't out here doing nothing. They could be out here trying to sell drugs. They could be out here trying to rob people. They out here trying to sell candy, man. So, you know, bought their box out, gave them $100, and I let them keep it, man. You know, I could just think about when I was that age, man. You know, I wasn't the baddest kid, but I wasn't the best either. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wasn't trying to sell no candy. I wish I was. But yeah, man. I tried to go on Rick Owen. I got a whole Rick Owen fit on right now. Literally from head to toe. Everything you see on me is Rick Owen except the glasses and the bag and the satchel. But look, looks like all the stores is closed, man, so I ain't gonna be able to do no shopping. But with that being said, man, I'm getting some air. You know? I'm actually doing some walking right now. Something that I really can't do in Houston because Houston doesn't have a spot like this in Houston where you could just walk, talk, you know what I'm saying? Absorb energy. I'm not gonna lie, I know I done told y'all in a few previous vlogs that I wanted to move to Miami and I might consider it, but I think I'm considering it more than ever right now, man. Like, I really love Miami, man, for real. It's just a vibe, it's just something about the energy out here. It's something about the people, something about the environment, man, that I'm really loving, man. I never really get a chance to, like I said, never really get a chance to walk around in Houston, so I'm really loving this right now. I'm getting a little hungry, man, so I guess we're gonna try to grab some food and figure it out, man. So I'm gonna hit y'all back in a second.
All right, so as y'all know, I am on a lifestyle change, man, when it comes to my eating. So at this restaurant, I found the most healthiest thing that I could find, which would be the jerk chicken, the cabbage, and the plantains.
All right, look, y'all, man, we back in Houston, man. We was just in Miami. Told y'all this movie was gonna be a little bit of everywhere. More so like a self-care week for me, man. Just blowing some steam off. That's why I'm at the range right now, as you can see from the background. We got my boy Orlando right here, man. As y'all done seen him before, security guard, everything in one, man. You know what I'm saying? What we doing today, bro?
Today, I heard you mention self-care.
Yeah.
Part of self-care is self-defense.
Most definitely.
So we're gonna be going over some self-defense, going over some dynamic shooting position,
Okay.
and we're gonna title this whole thing self-care, you know what I'm saying? Because it all encompasses everything about self.
Most
The
definitely.
first rule in nature is self-preservation.
Sure.
So we start here, learn how to protect ourselves before we can protect others.
Most def. Okay, smooth. What we got today? What you got in your hand, though?
So today I have this is Katie, my my AR-15.
Oh, you named her?
Yeah, I named her. You gotta give her a name, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So this is Katie. Me and Katie been together for a while now. We've had a pretty good relationship. I feed her 5.56. She likes to eat it. She's never full. She's always hungry.
Right.
So she's always asking for more. You know what I'm saying?
That's what women do, though.
Yeah, that's what women
That's what
do.
women do.
They never get enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this one I had built from the ground up. Arrow precision, lower receiver, arrow precision, upper receiver, 3.5 pound Alderman trigger, adjustable. I got the Halo Sun 509 or 510C with the 3 times magnifier behind it. So just when you thought that I couldn't get close enough, it brings me 3 times closer to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, we're gonna have a blast today. We're gonna get some rounds down range and we're gonna get some training in.
Yes, sir.
This is how I warm up, right? So I come out here and I set up one target at a time.
Right.
Like obviously I've been shooting this target. So what I like to do, I like to come out here and warm up. So this is your main focus right here is the A zone.
Okay.
Right? This is where all the internal organs are. Everything that you need to hit is right here in this A zone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So what I like to do when I'm warming up, I put a little target right here. And so the whole premise of this is if you aim small, you miss small, right? So if I'm shooting and I'm aiming without this, right? So if I miss, I might be in the C zone, D zone, which is, you know what I'm saying? It's okay, but it's not a kill shot, if you will. But if I keep it in the A zone, that's where everything that doesn't need to leak, you can make it leak right there, right?
Okay.
So, like I said, I'll set this up. I'll get like a 3 yard. So 1, 2, 3. So this is where I like to start. And this is what I tell people. If you can't hit the target accurately at 3 or 4 yards, there's no point of going back further.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So This is where I start, and my goal is to put all 3 shots in that orange circle.
All 3.
All
See, that's
3.
what I was about to ask. Was you saying like, okay, anywhere in here, or was you saying right here?
So I'm going to put all my shots right here.
Right.
That's my goal, to try to put all my shots right here. But this is the ultimate goal, the A zone. Well-aimed shots, like I said, my goal is to get all 3 shots within that orange sticker, get me a good stance.
That's just about right there though.
Right? So I was off a little bit. So the thing about pistol shooting is being able to make that adjustment, right?
Okay.
So I know I was off a little bit. So what I need to do, I need to make that adjustment. So I'll cover these up. So in my mind, I'm already knowing what I did wrong.
Right.
Right? Because here's the thing. To most people, that's acceptable. To me, that's not acceptable.
So you aiming for perfection.
Perfection.
Okay.
I'm going for perfection.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what I'll do is, I'll just start over again. So I'll put another one right here. And I'll come back. Right.
You still hit the target though. You still hit it though.
Yeah. I mean, I said,
you want that bullseye though.
I wanted all the rounds touching each other.
Yeah.
But that's me. That's just me chasing that perfection. This is absolutely acceptable. Like there's nothing wrong with this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm always striving to get center mass.
I know a lot of y'all probably come from where I come from, right? So you think that the right way to shoot a gun is like this. But that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? From when I was a kid growing up, I always seen movies and I seen people do this. But that's not really the way to do it. You gotta hold a gun with both of your hands and then shoot for control, for aim. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I'm the best shooter out here, but I'm gonna do my thing though. Aiming for this.
Aiming for this. Aiming for that, right?
All right.
Aim small to miss small. So there's nothing wrong with misses.
Right.
Everybody misses, but if you miss, make sure it's a good miss.
Right. And the organs.
Yeah.
What about the headshot? Cool too though.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Headshot is cool, but look at the size of the head and look at the size of the torso.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have a better chance of missing this. You have a better chance of hitting this.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everybody wants to go for the headshot, which is, hey, if you can get it, it's cool, but it's risky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because once you shoot at somebody and you miss, they not standing there for you to get the second shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They taking off now too.
They trying to take off.
And you probably might hit somebody else trying to go right here.
Exactly.
Makes sense. It makes sense. Well, I need some work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need some work.
Let's check out the shots. Let's check out the shots. So we look at our accuracy. You got 2 A zone hits and 1 C zone hit, which is not bad, right? So this is anticipation, right? So the reason why you missed this shot is you anticipate it. So what happens is you try to do the opposite of what you know the gun is going to do.
Right.
You know the gun is going to recoil, so you try to do the opposite, and that is what drops your bullets here. So for these two, this is too much of your right hand, right? Because as humans, we're used to picking stuff up like this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when you squeeze the trigger, instead of doing like this, you're doing like this. You know what I'm saying? You're squeezing all your fingers when you're just supposed to squeeze this one independently from these 3. So just remember that.
Just tap.
Yeah.
Not like
slow, steady squeeze.
Right.
And then as you get better, then we'll speed up the process. But it's not bad at all. You got 2 out of 3. Like I said, this gives you a reference point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And bro, like I said, man, it ain't bad at all.
I see what you're saying, but I still need to work on the aim though.
Yeah.
But all of them went in organ zone this time though.
Right. So, like I said, this is not bad. This is completely acceptable, bro. You will pass any LTC course if you shoot like this.
Right.
You know, that's what they want to see. They want to see you can put rounds in the A zone, right?
So let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
How long did it take you to get perfection? Because like it seems like you, if not perfection, you semi perfect because every time you shot, you was right in here.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
long did it take you to get for you to be able to hit these spots like at least by bullseye?
It took just years of just consistently dry firing with this weapon.
Yeah.
There's so much you can do outside the range.
The big word I heard was consistency.
Yes.
So can you talk to my family and my people right here just about consistency, not even just about with when it comes to just shooting, but just in life when you want something in general. Because they always hear it from me, but I feel like it's a good thing to hear it from somebody else too.
Absolutely. Consistency is key. I know it's like a cliche thing that everybody says and you hear it a lot, but you can never do something day in and day out for a long period of time and not be good at it. I've never seen somebody shoot a jump shot every day for a whole year and not be good at making jump shots. So, I mean, you just got to get out there, put the work in, put in the effort. That's the key, because you can do something and not put the effort in and still not get the results, but you need to put forth an effort in order to get where you're trying to go and perfect your craft. You need effort and you need consistency.
Most definitely. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. I mean, a lot of y'all, you know, y'all hop in my DM and y'all comment, like, what does it take to get to where you at or further? And what do I always tell y'all? Consistency and quality. When I say quality, whatever you do, say you cook food, it gotta taste good.
Right.
Whatever you make, it gotta look good.
Right.
Whatever you shooting, you can't be at no bum range. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You need to be
right.
somewhere where it's gonna make sense. It's gonna look good. So whatever you're doing, you gotta be good at it. Not even I won't even say good at it. You just gotta be consistent with it, and then you'll get good at it.
Right. Right.
You know.
Absolutely.
So take that and you know apply that to your life, man. And also keep God first, man. I love to tell people that as well. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I have God in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if
Likewise.
all of y'all do, but we do.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Let's get to it though.
So I got all 3 shots out the holster and on target in under 2 seconds. I mean, I'm sorry, in under 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's the time. So now let's look at the accuracy. This is the true testament. Okay, I'm well in the A zone. 1, 2, 3. Not too bad. You know,
organs.
Yeah. All vital organs in less than 2 seconds.
We still in the organ zone. We still getting them organs. It's
Still
just
in the A zone.
It's like the third one always just
A zone, C zone hit. So you got all 3 shots off in almost a second and a half.
Hey, look, he just told me that he about to shoot. How many yards we at right now?
We're at about 80 yards, almost 100 yards.
80 yards. Look at the target. From as far as we can see, he's saying he about to hit that metal target that's way down there from 80 yards. I gotta see this. Nah.
That's too easy.
Ain't no way you about to do that, bro. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
That's crazy.
This is what I do.
Yeah.
This is what I do. This is what the I do. I do this.
Yo, that nigga put the barrel down the other way and shot it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you ain't training with Orlando, I don't know what you doing. And it's like you ain't even take no time. You just, what the?
I do this for real, bro. I'm the
Holyfield.
real deal.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is the barricade. It teaches you to shoot behind cover. So you got different shooting positions. So I'm here. So if I want to use this up here, so you see I got the foregrip. So what I'll do, push it up against here. And so now I got a stable shooting position. And then at each level, and so on and so on, same thing with these. You know, so it's a little tricky because they're all cut different, but that's the thing. You know, you got to get into the mindset of nobody's going to give you the shot.
Right.
You got to find a way to take that shot. So even if it's like this, I got to find a way to take that shot without shooting this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So If
Might cost you.
right, it might cost you. So let's say this is a cinder block wall, and you fuck around and you shoot and you hit the cinder block, it's coming back at you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to also be mindful that this is higher than this. So just because I can see the target, where's my barrel at?
On the joint, yeah.
Right here.
Damn.
Right here.
I didn't even know that, bro. I'm thinking that this like is always accurate with the barrel.
Nah. So
That's spooky though.
yeah.
That's spooky though.
So height over bore. So this is the height over the bore. So I got to take that in consideration. So I got to remember that. So when I come to different places, so I know with here, I got to tilt the weapon. I got to put this right here. And then as I traverse down, you know, I get into more conventional shooting positions, get lower and lower. You know, like I said, it gets more dynamic the lower you get. All right, here we go. Going hot. Ooh, you see how close they got, right?
Hell yeah. That's spooky. Damn. That's crazy. I said, look, man, I gotta see if you go way up there, can you still hit the target? I gotta see this. If I hear that ting, I know something, bro. Yeah.
I can't fucking miss. I can't fucking miss. I can't do it.
Yeah. Damn. Yo, he was just way up there. That had to be 100 yards.
Yeah.
That's definitely 100 yards.
Yeah.
Dealer with the black and yellow diamond. Maybach coupe in the seats, I recline. Fresh out of jail, I ain't know what I was signing. I was having drip before I knew about designer. Looking for the right one, the fuck around and found him. Headers in the circle, had to get the fuck around him. If we got a problem, make the young nigga down him. Fucking with a gangsta, I bend you on the counter. Running through these bands, you can never trick the hoes.